Hi everyone, welcome back to Java 1 for All. In this video, we are going to talk about the SimpleFileVisitor. As you saw in the previous video, the direct string will not get the data that you have inside the folder. Basically, it will list all the folders that you have at the same level. And for something a little bit more sophisticated, we are going to use the SimpleFileVisitor. Its use is pretty simple. Let's create a new class here. SimpleFileVisitor test01 PSVM, and to achieve this, let's say, walk through all the directories, we have inside files a method called walkFile3, and this method is asking for two arguments. One, the start. So where do you want to start? I want to start at the root level of this project, like this, and I want to, and this is what we are going to define right now. The file visitor is what will tell the behavior that this walkFile3 will have to do. So we need an object that pass in the is a file visitor. So we can create a new class. We have two options. We could create in the package NIO, or we can create in the same file. So I think we didn't create this in the same file yet. So let's create another one here. The rule is you can have as many classes as you want inside the same file, but if you have one public class, the name of that class should match exactly the name of the file. So in this case, let's call this list all files, because this is the behavior that if we pass here, it's what we are going to get. Extends and SimpleFileVisitor. And again, SimpleFileVisitor is using generics, and what we have here is the type. I want path. So basically what's going to happen is where you see this T will be replaced by path. So basically here will be path dir, here will be path file, here will be path file, and so on. Basically this, whatever we type here, when we pass, it will replace everywhere that letter. So SimpleFileVisitor is a class, and we want to provide the behavior of one of its methods. So let's override pressing Ctrl O, and this is the shortcut for Mac. Let's override the visit file. Now, since we are overriding, we can define the behavior. I do not want to throw any exception, and I'm going to change this return. What's the behavior of my visit file? It is to list, or to just print in the console, every file that we have in this directory. So basically, out file dot get file name. And now we have to define the return. The return is an enumeration, file visit result, that we have to define what we are going to do after, for example, I reach one of the directories or I reach the file. So you have four options: continue, terminate, skip sub3, basically to skip all the packages that we have inside a directory, and skip siblings, that will skip everything that's at the same level. So now we want to continue. File visit the result. If you find any directory or file, just continue, and with this we are going to go over all the files inside, even the hidden ones here. So let's tell now that we want the walk3 to execute this visit file. Basically, you just have to pass the object, and because of polymorphism, Java will call the visit file. We have to either handle the exception or add it to the method signature. I will just add the exception to the method signature. Ctrl Shift F10, and we have the result in the console for all the single files that we have available. So pretty straightforward. The use of the SimpleFileVisitor, it's very simple. So I will give you one challenge. I would like you to print only the .java files. How would you do that? So you can pause. I'm going to solve, but it's pretty simple. If you want to try to solve and then come back later, feel free to do it, or just follow me. Now, I want to print everything that is a .java. Basically, all these files, they are .java, and I have the file name. It is as simple as adding file.get file name, and then I will make sure that this is a string, and it ends with .java. So if this is true, I'm going to print in the console the file name. So we can even make this a little bit, let's say, more organized. And I really don't know why my Control Alt M is not working. So we can refactor here. This is what I was looking for. I don't want to extract it that way. So I will just press Alt Enter and replace all three occurrences. And I will just call file name. There you go. Now Control Shift F10. And all the files that we have now in the console are the .java. And as you can see, from the beginning of this course. So this is the SimpleFileVisitor. In the next video, we're just going to see how the other methods they work. We only saw the visit file, but then we're just going to go through a little bit about the visit file failed, post, and that's it. So let's continue in the next video. See you there. Bye.